Guys, what's going on? How you guys doing tonight on a Thursday night?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. But then again, I guess it's afternoon or evening, huh?
Depends on where you are, I guess.
Right.
It's a good evening. Woke up in the morning, ready to talk some Bears, man. This ought to be a good show. We got a lot going on tonight.
All
You woke
right.
up on the right side of the earth, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
first time this month.
That is good to hear. It's good to see you both again.
Absolutely, man. Good to be seen. Good
Absolutely.
to see you guys.
Man.
What are you
We're
going
a
to say?
little grubby, but things might be coming
Well,
clear.
if you cleaned yourself up, it'd be wrong.
Then we might have a problem next week if it's going to be wrong, damn it.
You guys ready to talk some Justin Fields, some wide receivers, hang out, shoot the shit?
Let's do it.
Absolutely, man. DVD
All right.
and Mr. Mayhem 69, they're already here too.
Guys, thanks for joining us from chat. Kitty, let's kick this shit off.
Bears country. Where is it?
You down with BCP?
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 Is that better?
DJ still thinks he has a vibe.
Man.
Oh, man.
Man.
What
Well,
is up, everybody?
What's going on, fellas? Let's give a shout out to the guys in the chat so far who's already joining us.
Mr. Mayhem, Doug
All right.
Van Dorn, Heart Foundation, Cliff Victoria, Don Burr.
Don Burr in the house. Oh man.
PJ's in there too, that son of a gun.
Who is that guy?
I don't know, but he got a goal.
I've heard of him before. He sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think he's been around for a little bit. I've seen him for a little bit here and there over the last few years.
Yeah, he hasn't been around as long as you have, though. You know, since the Ice Age.
Me and Jesus Christ.
Guys, for everybody listening on audio, you can email us at BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com to join this show anytime that you would like. Please do so. So, guys, it's obviously awesome to see you guys again and
Absolutely.
hang out and talk Bears. How you guys
sir.
feeling?
I'm
Good,
good,
man.
man. I'm good. It's kind of warm today here in Peoria. What about you guys?
Beautiful day. Got a little cool now, but it's beautiful. Perfect day for running around doing stuff outside.
It's kind of odd here in Atlanta. It's Atlanta area. It's been thunderstorming for the last week, and it's not really that hot and humid yet. It's
Really?
kind of strange.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I took a look at my grass today, right? That job looking kind of yellow. I think I'm gonna have to cut on my sprinkler system there because it's looking kind of bad. I'm like, oh man, that grass is looking lonely.
Give it some iron.
Give it some iron.
Iron, yeah. Get some iron, a bag of iron. It's called like Ironite or something. Home Depot.
I'm gonna have to look into
Sprinkle
that.
it in your grass. It'll make your grass super green.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
I watered my whole lawn once in 1997. I've never done it again because it cost me $300 freaking back then, man.
What year was that, Foster?
It was actually the summer of 96 or 97. Summer of 96, dude. The year after the heat wave. I got a big lot and I was watering and I got the water bill. I almost shit in my pants. It was $300 and my water bill was like 40. So I let my grass has died like 18 out of the last 28 years. It comes back every year. And the front is actually in really good shape because I take care of the front. But,
I hear you.
Actually, when we lived in Colorado, that was our bill was that plus to just to keep our grass green because it was so dry there.
Well,
fuck, at that point, I'm outside peeing every time and shitting in a bucket just to not flush the toilet. Save 2 gallons at a time.
welcome, Retro. Mo Bierman. Welcome, guys.
What is up, Retro Mo? There's somebody else here I saw that hopped in here. Let's see, I missed him.
Can't you always drink some Mo Bierman?
B Foster, what's up, B Foster?
Hey, that is
Robert Mann.
Is that Brendan? Billy? No, that's Brendan. Brendan. I wonder which nephew that is. It's one of my nephews, man. They're all bees. My
All
brother's
right,
got
that's
4
what I'm
boys.
talking about.
Awesome, man.
No, wait.
God,
I'm thinking of the wrong family, but that is my nephew, dude. I know it's Brendan.
did I tell you what I had for? I gotta tell you what I had for dinner tonight, guys.
Uh-oh.
Brendan. Shit. Oh, do it.
You know what I had for dinner?
Son of a
I'm actually
bitch.
thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
This girl
I had fish and spaghetti tonight, guys.
Did you really? Are you kidding me?
Yes, he's kidding. He didn't eat no fish.
The bear probably had it before he did. I'm sure
Right.
the bear's already had fish and spaghetti, right?
Man.
Somebody pulled up the bear, and that threw me all off. I don't know who did that, but thank you. It threw me all off from my joke. Damn it! I wanted to get you, PJ.
I know better.
I would never do it. My answer to that was going to be "fuck no." I was trying to set you up.
Jeez, man, crazy.
There was actually, you know what? I don't know who pulled that up, but I don't want to pull that up right now because now we're talking about food really quick. So Cliff sent me a picture of his meal tonight. His bacon double cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Dude, can you airmail one of those up here for me?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That looks damn good.
What's all on there?
I would love to see Cliff unhinge his jaw to eat that thing.
Right. What's all on there? Is that a double burger and some bacon or something?
Yeah, it's a bacon double cheeseburger.
To smash it where I could get it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Pause.
Oh, what the hell?
What are you talking about putting in your mouth? What? Hold on. What?
Oh, man.
What?
Jam that in a panini maker.
And I know better to say shit like that in front of this guy. Fuck.
What?
Dude, Cliff, that looks amazing. Just make a few more of those and send them our way.
Oh, man.
Send about 4 of them to Peoria, man. I'll be down there in like 3 hours, Pete.
I'm just saying, though. If I go to Florida, I'm going to have to look up Cliff. I'm telling you, I have to stop by just for lunch or something. I'm telling you.
Yeah. We were down there for a couple months and never made it over there for a meal. That's not going to happen this time, Cliff. We're coming down in July, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Bob, man. Robert. What's up, Jeff? See Robert, man? Call him Jeff. That's a buddy of mine.
What's up, Robert? Thanks for joining us.
Call him Jeff? Call him Jeff if you remember. He lives in Colorado. He's a good friend of mine, man.
Oh, Colorado.
I don't know how he had the misfortune of becoming my friend, but it happened.
It's funny that you just pronounced it Colorado because that's how the natives in Colorado call it. They do.
I love Colorado.
They don't say Colorado. They say Colorado.
Colorado.
I was there. The first time I was there was in '74, and that's a place I could live, man.
You were like 102 when you went there in '74?
1866, 1970, whatever.
Speaking of Colorado, though, there was a bear sighting in Gurnee, and by Colorado I mean bears, because there are bears in Colorado. There was literally a bear sighting in Gurnee, Illinois.
Oh,
a couple weeks ago. I meant to bring this up last week. It happened last week.
Wow.
It's been on the news like 5 or 6 times, even as recently as Tuesday or Wednesday, because they were still warning the residents to be aware and stay in at night and keep the animals off. Don't leave them alone unattended and stuff.
Right.
I
That's
don't.
scary.
I
That's
don't
scary.
know what has happened in the last couple of days. I haven't followed the news, but as of Tuesday, this was still going on. So it's been over a week.
Oh my goodness.
They still haven't found the bear, huh?
I got it. I have the last 2 nights. I haven't looked into it enough because I got so much other things. I was trying to get ready for you guys too. I don't
Is
want to
this
be
a
like,
sign? Is this a sign?
Yeah, it's a sign to
The bears.
put your pets away.
keep them garbage can lids closed.
I'm trying to tell you.
The
Speaking
Cocaine
of
Bear Heart Foundation.
speaking of which, is it Doug Van Dorn? I think he's from the Bloomington area. Is it not true that you guys over there in the Bloomington area have like a mountain lion that's constantly on the loose around there or something?
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a Bloomington normal area. I think that's where Doug Van Dorn is from, I believe.
That'd be scary. A mountain lion? Just
Tell me
what is
about
it? It's not killing people, is it?
Not that. Here you go. Yep. Yeah. I heard the mountain lion around.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Because
insane. I thought
I
I heard
heard
that too, Peach.
yeah. Yeah. Because
Wow.
I went over to Bloomington like before, and they said there was a mountain lion loose over there. I'm like, oh.
Well, see, my,
I don't want to mess with that.
I wouldn't want to mess with any cat either, man. Even the house ones are bad enough sometimes.
Dude, the house cats are awful. They would kill you in a second.
I got attacked by I almost got attacked by a house cat before, but that's another story for another day.
It's as soon as it was in the morning when he was leaving, she was so pissed off.
Wow.
That was when you were in your teens?
Dude, that was last week.
Well, then she had to be in her, what, 90s then?
No, that's you gotta remember
Come on,
that's
Cougar. Put together
like
here.
37.
Yeah, man.
He's got
I
those
don't mess
poles
with cats.
connections, man. Literally poles connections.
I'm telling you, man, I can't mess with no cats. Ugh.
No,
For all you
cats
cat lovers out there,
worse than
God
dogs.
bless you.
Give me
Yeah.
a dog. Woof.
God bless you.
Well, guys, we're wasting enough time here talking shit. We can save that for the last hour.
Yeah.
Should we get to the center of attention?
I
Let's
believe
get
so,
it.
man.
Not only do we want to talk about Justin Fields and his wide receivers and DJ Moore, but we also want to talk about the tight ends because they are part of the passing attack overall, right?
Yes.
Guys, I'm very excited about what's going on here with this unit, especially including the tight ends. And I'm curious to know, we all love Justin Fields, right? We all love
Absolutely, man.
How do you guys feel about the wide receiver room / tight end room?
I'm pessimistic about it because from the reports I've been hearing from OTAs as well as this mandatory minicamp, only real connection that's being had is between Justin Fields and DJ Moore. I know Mooney and Claypool has been out with injury, but those are the main. The only connection I'm hearing about is Justin Fields and DJ Moore makes me real cautious or pessimistic about the depth we have.
Mm-hmm. That kind of. Go ahead, Foster. I want to load something up while you're talking.
I was going to say, I get that, Peach, but here, I'll give you a quick example. Remember last year, all the crap that was going on with Tevin Jenkins, how he was in the doghouse and all this crap, and then we find out I got it. My dad's had an old saying, and he'd tell me this. He'd like, son, believe almost none of what you hear and about half of what you see. You better make sure you got your facts and your information right. I wish you and I were sitting there all, Pete, like you're sitting on man, I wish we could go hang out and watch them all day because then we'd really know what's going on, you know?
Right.
But we're not afforded that luxury. So I like I said, man, I'll take 50-50 or less even because it's just what they're talking about. Like, what's his name? This has been all over. Everybody's been talking about it all day. Hold saying that he had a bad day the other day in practice when I didn't see any video, but everything I read, everybody's like, "What?" The guy was like 15 for 19 or something, and looking up with DJ real good, and they said some of the other passes were off. Well, I'm glad they're off now so that they can work on it, fix this stuff, and be ready when the season starts.
Absolutely.
So I just the stuff that I hear and what people say, too many times, man. Here's another thing people do. They tell you half the story and they know the other half and leave it out. That's in my family, we call that lying. Because if you know the truth and you don't tell the whole truth, it's the same thing as lying. You're purposely omitting a fact. So in one ear and out the other, most of it. I will look at some shit. I even was joking today about Hogue because there was a poll Braggs put up, and it was, what should we peg Hogue with? Eggs, celery, lettuce, or tomatoes? And I said all of the above, Braggs, all the above. And I'm joking around, but because I just think that was, he didn't tell the whole story. And I get it. He was focusing all on negatives, though, and that's what people want to do, because then it gets attention in stories like I'm talking about. So screw it. I'm done talking about it, man. I just in one ear and out the other.
This is the kind of stuff that I'm hearing to what you were talking about with Claypool, PJ. This is from Waddle and Sylvie.
I heard this too.
He continued to say he's got time. He's got these 40 days to get healthy before training camp. He has said that he's got time to get into the playbook and that he has learned the playbook. I have heard from a few people inside that building that he is not somebody who is very self-motivated. There's a long way to go. Chase Claypool can change the narrative. Waddle always likes to say, if you want to change the narrative,
change the narrative.
So Chase Claypool can do so. All I can tell you is it isn't trending in a way that the Bears have wanted it to trend in this offseason. Chase Claypool is a guy that they've wanted to see some things from. They have not been able to see those things from him on and off the field. All those things don't sound great for Claypool going into training camp on where they think he's going to be.
Oops.
Tevin Jenkins ain't fitting in. He's causing problems, man. He's on the outs. They might trade him. This is a year ago, if you remember.
Right.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, I think with the Jenkins situation was different because he was being moved, and then when they actually interviewed him, he even said he viewed himself as a tackle. Whereas Claypool right now isn't even on the field. That's the concern I'm having. The fact that he hasn't even been on the field yet because of the injury. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The injury things I'm worried about, but all the other stuff I'm really not until he shows me to be worried.
Well, that's the thing. He hasn't shown us anything because he hasn't been on the field.
Who has shown us anything? Only a few guys on that whole team. I mean, here.
Well, like I was saying, because you're hearing constantly about DJ, the connection between DJ and Justin, and Mooney's not on the field, so we can't say what he's got. So I haven't heard anything great about the rookie. I hear bits and pieces here and there about the rookie. Don't hear nothing about Valus. Only thing I think I heard about Valus was, they hoping that he can really be the full-time punter.
There's a
punt returner.
Here's what I just read. I just read this yesterday. There was an article on him. He's consistent. Like, they've got him working every angle. That's another reason they brought in the other punter. They've got him just working on punt returns continuously. He's working hard on that now, and that's what he's going to do for the next 40 days. Plus, we'll delve more into the playbook, some more plays, but he's working his ass off on punt returning. Because I think that's why we drafted him. Now that I'm hearing all this new information the last couple of days about this, I think they want him to be a punt return. Could you imagine if the guy can hold on to the ball and do what he did in college? Look what he did in college.
Well, they said he never muffed a punt in college at all.
Right.
But again, if you're my punt returner and you're my right receiver, so you're going to get some plays at wide receiver. Mm-hmm. So I remember a couple of plays last year where they tried to hit him with a deep ball and he missed it. So I would like to hope that they're trying to work him at some wide receiver to catch those passes also.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're going to need that because again, we got one of the fastest receiving core in the league. So I would like to see us be able to take advantage of that with these guys being able to catch these deep passes when thrown to them.
Well,
let's go over to Let's
go
go over
ahead, man.
to what you guys were just talking about here with Velus Jones.
All the way down to the wire.
You guys can't hear that, right?
Yeah, I can hear it.
You can hear it?
A little bit.
All right, I don't want you to hear it. There you go.
Okay.
Right. You're good.
So that's about as long as I can show you that play.
Yeah.
So I don't get a freaking
Right,
copyright
right,
claim. But you
right.
got the picture, right?
Absolutely.
He got some wheels.
That showed right there what he's capable of. So I
Mhm.
understand them making him work on punt returns.
I agree with you.
And
But
you know they're going to run him in them jet sweeps, and they will get him open once in a while if they keep him on the field, every so often. It can't be where he's sitting on the bench 3/4 and then you bring him out unless somebody, God forbid, somebody gets injured. But he needs to be worked in that rotation to be able to be effective, I believe.
You want to talk about this play, guys?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness!
yes, that's the one I was. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. If he has that ability, I mean, he has the ability to get that separation there. He has to make that catch.
Absolutely.
He got those alligator arms on that. If you look at it, slow it up again there, Shorty. Look, he ain't even stretching out his arms all the way.
Nope.
You got those alligator arms. Like, stretch those arms out, bro.
It almost looked like he took his eyes off. I can't see his eyes, but it looked like a combination. You're right.
Yeah,
Not full extension.
exactly.
And the way his helmet moved, and I can't be for sure because you can't see his eyes, but I don't
Right
know if
there,
you saw
kinda
it.
looked
If you
like
go
his
back
eyes
and
are off
you
the
run
ball.
as slow as you can, there's a little lag in there where he jumps.
Yeah.
Not sure,
So-
but that extension, you got to lay out and take that ball into you, man. You got to.
That's what I'm saying. I would like to see connections like that being made on a consistent basis. Now, hopefully in training camp, that's something they can work on. But yeah, he just can't be a punt returner only. He got to give us something at the wide receiver position.
I had this lined up when we were talking about Claypool. I want to just kind of briefly touch on this. I know it was his first season
Right.
with the team, and they had got him. They acquired him mid-season, but just kind of show this play here. So this play, nice play, got himself into position
Yes.
for a nice first down, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the second play of the game was?
The
Or do
second-
you remember what the second play after this was?
No.
I don't.
I'll show it to you.
You better.
Oh, that was this is like literally the very next play to Chase Claypool. And we're just, this is just apples and oranges here. We're just devil's advocate. This was that fumble.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Was it a fumble?
Intercept. I mean, incomplete pass, right?
No, it actually was a fumble. They called it a fumble.
Oh wow. Okay.
So they said that he had enough forward motion, and then he fumbled it there before his leg went down.
Okay.
I don't
If I remember
remember. I
correctly.
remember looking at this play over and over.
Walter's saying it wasn't ruled a fumble. I thought I remembered it being ruled a fumble.
It wasn't ruled a fumble. It was ruled an incomplete pass, and I thought it could have easily
Okay, well, I'm
been
an
a
asshole.
fumble.
I'm sorry.
What?
Thank you, Walter.
No, it's good. It's good he's there. Thanks, Walt.
My memory serves me wrong then. I thought it was a fumble.
I knew there was some backwards because I remember looking at that play a bunch of times going, oh, man. Apparently, I must have been going, oh, man, did we get lucky? But
Okay.
I just
Maybe that's
remember
what it
that, looking at it.
I think the possibilities are there for us to have a good receiving core. My only, I guess, my concern is the fact that the chemistry isn't being developed between Claypool and Justin Fields right now, and Mooney's not being there, so he's only developing this rapport with Moore and no one else. That's what I'm saying. So at this point in time, I would like to see Vela step up while these other guys are out. see more from the rookie. I mean, develop those rapport there. Even EQ for him to for me to hear something about him, and I'm not hearing, like I said, I'm not hearing anything. Now, mind you, I'm not at practice, like Foster said, where so we don't exactly know what's going on. But from the reports, I would like to think that the reporters would give us something if somebody's doing something good enough.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we have an injury now with Claypool.
Yeah.
Now he's out for a while.
Yes,
It's only OTAs, so as long as he's ready to go by training camp, but it's a soft tissue injury, which means what? A hamstring?
probably, probably.
So hopefully everything is all good when he comes to training camp and we can start hearing about the connection between Claypool and Fields like we've been hearing about between the connection with DJ Moore and Justin Fields.
Yeah, but I hate to be Debbie Downer again. Remember Alshon Jeffrey and all the soft tissue issues he had? So it's like, come on, guy. I mean, this is the off season. Get it together, bro. You heard already, man. Get it together. This is off season.
Were you reading that article too that he was mentioning that they were talking about Alshon Jeffrey when they were talking about Mooney and the soft tissue injuries? I read that today somewhere.
No, I wouldn't read it. I mean, I'm just going off memory.
Right.
I'm like,
They happened to bring that up today in an issue. They were comparing Mooney and Alshon.
Oh, Claypool and the Alshon?
No, yeah, Claypool and Alshon, I think, with the soft tissue thing.
Yeah. And what did they
I
have?
read. I got to read a bunch today in between stuff, so I probably put too much in and a bunch leaked out. Kelly Bundy, man.
I mean, but they're both big receivers, so it's concerning for me. I mean, again, I'm hoping that training camp dispels all these things for us, but right now it's just concerning.
Yeah.
Doug Van Doren says that's why he's going to be doing the first thing you showed, Shorty, and not the second. Let's hope DJ can make that catch.
DJ will make that catch more times than not. Go look at the tape.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I have little concern with DJ right now. I think he's on par and he'll be good. I'm just worried about the other guys, which makes me wonder. Should we have gone after Nuke? What's his name? Help me out. Arizona Cardinals.
Hopkins?
Hopkins, yeah.
Yes, makes me wonder.
Who's courting him now? Because it was big in Nashville and he bailed out of there with no contract.
I think he was scheduled to go to New England.
I think he walked out of there today with no contract too. I have to check. I maybe I'm mixing two stories up, but I read something about that today also.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Doug Van Dorn as well as B. Foster are correct. Yes, it's Hopkins that we're talking about. So maybe he could be an option for us because again, I don't know where Claypool is. So
how long is Poles going to hitch his wagon to Claypool because of that second round pick?
At least another season. Right?
Yeah, he's going to give
his contract's up the end of the season, so
yeah, he's going to give him this whole year.
he's in a prove it or maybe who knows with him, man. I mean,
well, it's definitely a prove it year.
Yeah,
but I mean, the worst case scenario, who knows what it could be, man. I'm just hoping we see the guy, the rookie Claypool when he was a rookie with with Big Ben, man, because I go back and I look at that season. I was looking at, I check this out once in a while since we picked him up, and I'm like, dude, if this guy can play 80% of the way he was playing there and get another 20 balls thrown to him, he'll hit 1,000 yards. I'm just saying. We all know the potential's there. And
I know, and
smart enough to see it and at least give him a chance to do this.
The whole season,
but time will tell.
The whole season we were saying, okay, we acquired him mid-season. This offense takes a while to learn.
Yeah.
And now here we are going into OTAs, and we're not hearing anything. There's no big connection going on between Claypool and Justin Fields. There never has been. There never has been any talk of, this connection is being developed between these two.
Exactly.
So when you hear Waddle and Sylvie say that, it kind of worries me.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean because at first I give them the excuse of He just got here mid-season, so they wasn't able to develop. Okay, I give you that. That's why I wasn't even sweating it. I'm not sweating his performance per se now, but the fact that you can't get on the field in practice is making me wonder, like, okay, how dedicated are you to getting your body right before you can be out there? Because that's the important thing. The best ability is availability, and has he been out there? Uh, what Retro says in the comment here, he says he know he know that Claypool is a former Bear.
Yeah, I got that. PJ, I know what Claypool is. He's a former Bear.
I mean,
not yet, Retro, but it could happen.
but that's what I'm saying. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. You have to get out there. I mean, I even hear things about the rookie. So I'm wondering, but you're not hearing nothing about Claypool because he hasn't been out there. So how is him and Fields going to get this rapport unless, like I said, come training camp, he's fully healed, stays healed, and they can get it that way. But other than that, I'm concerned.
It makes me a little nervous. The health.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time, man. It's always a lot of people. If this team can stay healthy, how many times you hear that in a season?
Yeah.
It's critical. But
Yeah.
one thing I will say, and I think they were talking about it on Gabriel's show. I commented earlier today on something. I was like, I don't remember having this much depth on a Bears team since like the early 90s. The end of Ditka. I'm serious.
Good
Even
point.
in 06, if you go back and you look at that team, it's a good thing we stayed healthy all season in 2006 for the most part.
Well, lost my favorite player, Tommy Harris and Mike Brown, but I feel you for the most part. For the most part, we were healthy. And I just think with this one, compared to last year, at least we have more weapons. I mean, because last year, we only had Mooney, where we got more weapons this year. So, that's the silver lining within this. I'm just hoping that because of what would have been essentially a first round pick in Claypool being the 32nd pick that we gave up, I was hoping that he would actually give us more. So
You would think giving up that pick,
yes,
by now it would have proven to be worth that pick, and that's the scare, is that it hasn't.
There is one thing Poles did say, and he said this 2 or 3 games after we got him from the Steelers, and it was, I don't expect him to do too much this season. Anything would be like a bonus.
Right.
This trade is for more so for next season because he's not going to learn this system in 2 or 3 weeks, and they're not going to hook up in 2 or 3 weeks. If they do, it's I'm not saying it 100%, but that was the gist of what he said. So, and I agree with him, man.
I agree.
The system in Pittsburgh is not like the system that they're running. So
Agreed.
But it is. They do need time to build that chemistry.
That's the concern.
You want to do it before the season starts, man. You want to
Exactly.
have something going by game one because you're only in there 5 or 6 plays in game one. You want to have something.
Right.
So,
And that's what I'm saying. Because here's the thing. He has to have that chemistry with Fields. If he's not on the field because of injury, he's not developing it. You guys can be really cool off the field, but we got to see what you can do on the field. And if you're injured because you're not taking care of your body or whatever the excuse may be, that's the problem. It's like, get on the field before you can develop this chemistry.
Mm-hmm. I like what Sophisticated said, though. Have a bit of patience.
absolutely.
There were good reports before soft tissue injuries. The Bears are more precautionary because it's minicamp. Check out Justin's interview. I think he believes in Claypool.
You guys saw that, right?
Yeah, I did see that interview.
Justin, he did bring him up. So
I did.
I ran through that today too. The interview of, and I really liked Tanyan. It was Walker, Tanyan, and Tevin that I happened to watch that today.
Yeah, that was
And I really like all of those guys, man. They're all, I got them up here, man. I really like the way Tanyan was talking.
So did I. Oh man, Tanyan.
He's just
Yeah.
I'm like, man, we need another Tanyan and another Tevin.
I still don't like how Tevin seems he seems like he's been put through the ringer, and he's just, it doesn't feel like it's the right fit for him. That's kind of the feel I get from him when he's talking to the media. Like he just doesn't want to be there for some reason because of what they've kind of put him through.
I wouldn't
More
say
so.
I don't get the feel that he doesn't want to be here. I get the more of a feeling like he's uneasy. It's like, it's like, well, do they want me here? So I think if he have a solid year where he go injury free and play the whole season, we'll see a big difference when he talks to us next year. So I think that's where he's at because of those injuries he had every year since he's been here. So go a year.
Here's what I saw. Here's what I saw as he's talking. Man, I'm going to be the best fucking left guard that you've ever seen. So fuck you and this and that in my own mind. And
Right.
just because of the guy's mentality and the way he plays.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, it's kind of running off. And he's like, all right, I'm going to be a guard. All right, as long as I'm going to be a guard, I might as well be the best fucking guard. I mean, I would have said that if it was me sitting there in front of it, but he's probably got a little more smarts than I do. So cover his ass, man. I could sit here and say whatever I want, but when I get on the field and show you, then what can you say?
True.
Right.
I agree with
This is my mentality as a player back then because when I was playing, because my coach he always loved me. He goes, man, if I had fucking a dozen of you, dozen Fosters, even if we'd lose, we'd never lose just because you never quit. You never quit, never. Sorry.
I agree with Mo Bierman. Mo Bierman saying that Tevin is just unsettled. He seems like he's just unsettled because of his injuries and not having to play in the whole season. So I agree with that. I agree with that.
I like what Doug Van Dorn just said that Kitty had up. What do we want? Patience? When do we want it? Right the fuck now.
These guys, you guys got to come on here so we can. You guys, Doug, fucking Metro, all you fucking guys. Hey, I didn't see J2K. Fucking J2K.
Yeah, Retro, you keep saying that you were asking me last week if I saw your email, but I did not. So I checked spam and everything. Email, join the show, Retro.
I want to go hang with Dan and with J2K in like 8 days, man.
Yeah, J2K he's saying 8 days until I'm camping on a beach. Good for you, man.
Here, look at what B. Foster said on the next one. Brendan, it's after this one, up one.
Tevin had similar criticism last year that Claypool is getting now, so hopefully they make the same adjustment. Yeah,
he did.
Mm-hmm.
The difference.
We talked about it earlier, but go ahead, Beach.
The difference. Claypool.
Oh, I was gonna actually mouth you because I thought you were gonna say one was drafted, and I was gonna go.
well, that's what I'm basically saying. One has been in the league a while, and now he's doing this. Whereas the other one, we didn't know what he was. So then Tevin was able to show us what he was once he got on the field. Mm-hmm. Claypool, if I'm not mistaken, has he not ever gained over 1,000 yards receiving? He came close, but he never got there.
Yeah, like 800.
His rookie year was good. His second year, he had no quarterback. And the third year, as soon as they drafted Pickens, they stopped throwing to him. Look at so
again, you haven't shown in this time there. So that's why
he did show perfectly fine with Ben's first year. He was their number one guy.
You wasn't no Justin Jefferson.
No, he wasn't. He's not a Justin Jefferson. We didn't use a first round pick for him. I'm just saying.
We did.
You go back and look at the first year of him with Ben.
Oh, again,
there's nothing. There's no film like him since that for some reason. Why is that?
I thought he was good his first year. I did. I thought he was good, but that's what I'm saying. So for you to now, again, for me, the jury's out. The jury's out on him, and show me something in training camp. I believe.
It's out on me too. I just have a lot of faith in the guy. I'm really hoping that he puts his effort into this. And whatever the issue was in Pittsburgh, because I know there was multiple once Pickens came in,
right?
Because they did steer away from him because it was a money thing. I'm not judging his talent on this. They went away from him because they know they got Pickens for 5, right? Because he was a first round or second. They got him for at least 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got him for 4 years, whereas
4 years.
They know they got to Claypool a big contract next year, no matter what.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you throw it to both of them?
What?
Why couldn't you throw it to both of them?
Depending on the size of each one of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
there wasn't there another wide receiver in the mix? Who's their other receiver? Because I believe there's somebody else they're trying to work in too. That's no money again.
Anthony Miller.
Who, the ex-Bear?
Yeah.
They signed him for dirt, but I don't think he got a lot of
That's what I'm saying. I mean, so if you that alpha dog, you would have got the ball. So you making me talk. I'm trying not to talk negative about him, but I'm just looking at. But I'm looking at it in my head like, dude, he needs to show me something. He just needs to show me something.
Yes, I agree.
And he's not the alpha dog. That's DJ's job.
Yes.
Right? So everybody knows that.
We have somebody new in chat tonight.
We'll get off of it. We should need to get off and go to another receiver. But I'm expecting more of them than we've seen. I'm expecting more like that rookie season.
Yes, I am too.
I am. I just think
I'm not
shitting. It might take a couple
just,
weeks into the season, especially with these issues of the soft tissue crap. But
yeah,
you know,
to end the conversation on Claypool, I mean, none of us are shitting on him. It's just for that pick that we traded for him, you would like to have already seen at least a little bit of something by now.
Right. More than we have.
Hope that he still has more to offer for this team once it gets past this soft tissue injury. Hoping he does. We have a new chat tonight. Tress Basin says, "What's up, Shorty, PJ, and Pigeon? Pigeon, huh? Is that your nickname, Foster?
Yeah, that's one of my friends.
9 is past my bedtime."
Oh my God! Who is it? Where is that from, man?
Tress Bassin. Trey Bassin.
Tress Bassin.
Trey Bassin.
Well,
bass fisherman.
I gotta find out because Pigeon is my nickname from 1980, and most
so
of the
just wait. So
this is gonna be bad, but a lot of the people that called me that are not here on this earth. So I gotta find out who this Tress. Who is this man? Who is it?
In the year 1980. My nickname was Pigeon. In 1981, it changed to fucking Foster.
It was like 85 because if they'd have beer and stuff, they'd be, oh, fucking Foster's here. Let's hide our beer. He's going to drink it, all the bastard.
It's short for trespassing.
It's got to be Pete Abley, man. It's got to be. We go back to grammar school, man. I told you I sent all this shit. I don't know who I sent it to tonight. I just sent a link to everybody for the last couple hours as I'm going through stuff. So, and they're all showing up tonight.
J2K says you must owe him money, Foster.
Right.
No, it says right there. It's Pete, and I knew it because Tress Besson. He's got. If you look on my my Twitter thing, I got a bunch of his funny dogs and fish and shit on there, man. They're real for 40 seconds, but it's a buddy of mine. He's goofy. He's fucking goofy. Pete Abley. Love you, Peter. Hi, Mayor.
Foster. I'm trying
James of Fosterness. That's another old. We've been doing that for like 35 years. Every time on the phone, 5 years could go by. I pick up the phone when he calls me, James of Fosterness, and then I respond, Peter Abelinsky, and then we have our conversation like 35 years straight, dude. Maybe longer even. Funny as shit. Oh my God. Oh.
Uh-oh. Retro's
Too much.
sending me something to download of you,
hilarious.
Foster.
Fucking Pete.
You want a link? You want a link, Retro? We'll send you a link. You can join us for Shoot This Shit later if you like.
That's why he keeps asking. He's like, dude, hey, did you check your email? Not that I sent you one. I just want to know if you checked it. That's the kind of crap he's pulling, man. That's what I do.
Oh, Retro saying he'll take Miller over Claypool. How about that one now? I may not be big on Claypool right now, but Miller, as much as I love my Bears drafted players,
Dude.
He was a head case, man.
Brendan Foster. Is Kevin White ready yet?
Retro says I'm taking X-Lax and shitting all over Claypool.
There. Sophisticated thoughts. I'm laughing at Retro's.
Oh. I don't know, Mr. Mayhem. I don't know. Could N'Keal Harry? I don't know.
I was trying to read that last one. I don't know what it was.
You know, you asked me to get some clips ready for this, PJ, and wasted a bunch of time, so we're going to do them before Mammy comes in here. Hold on.
Okay, real quick. You see this? Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, and the quarterback that fought Myles Garrett have been throwing to Claypool since Roethlisberger, and they do have a very deep wide receiving room. Sophisticated thoughts. I knew it was better because they as soon all those guys are younger because they shoved Claypool out because they didn't want to pay the money, and I don't blame them. If you got 4 or 5 receivers that are all in the same range, why pay the guy the big money? Especially if you can get a second round pick from him. And if we didn't make that trade, he would have been on the Packers because they offered the second round pick and they chose ours because they knew it was going to be better than the Packers.
That's true.
If we didn't offer, he probably would have been on Green Bay. That would have sucked, wouldn't it? If he's getting like 4 or 5 touchdowns against us in 2 games every year, that would have sucked. But you got to have a quarterback to make it.
And then it would have been a good thing that the Packers got him and he sucks. That would have been great.
Right.
He was maybe getting many touchdowns with Jordan Love.
So let me ask you this real quick, and we'll reset this. Give me your order, because I've looked at the orders too for receivers. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Who's your number 1, DJ? Number 2, Mooney?
Right now, yes.
Number 3, Claypool?
Yep.
4, Vellis? Or EQ?
EQ, probably.
Okay. That's where it changes.
Yeah.
Because everybody's got what we said, except some of them have Vellis, some of them have EQ. And then after that, they pretty much, I don't remember the order. I stopped looking. I know Pettis was up there, but I'm like, I don't know if he's going to stick around, Pettis. Especially if Vellis, if they work. Okay, go ahead, do this, man. Sorry, Shorty.
You're just talking about Mooney, so I'm just pulling up this beautiful catch by Mooney.
Yeah, that was.
He's nice.
Absolutely beautiful catch by Mooney.
He is nice. I'd
like to see 20 or 30 of those a year, plus the other ones.
For him to be our number 2, I think he will shine as our number 2. I really do.
When we were talking about EQ, this is a play that I was impressed by with EQ, considering it was. Let's see. Let me make sure I get this to a certain point here. Considering that this play was against his former team, this was a good play of EQ. Oops. If only it was a touchdown, that would have been nice. But that was one of the few plays that Pettis made this year.
EQ, you mean?
Or yeah, EQ. Sorry.
Yeah. He doesn't seem as fast as he supposedly runs. You don't seem like a 4 or 5 guy or something like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's running that fast. Maybe it's because he's so tall, being 6'5", but he doesn't seem that fast.
He's late on the brakes for the ball, it seems like. And I've said this before, not every time, but there's a few games where I was like, man, it's like he dragged, and the guy cut in front of him for the one. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, because Walter was saying that he'd take N'Keal Harry over him, and I want to ask him that when he comes on. Maybe start at one. He's got it right there in the chat.
Which one?
Walter Besky. He'd take N'Keal Harry over St. Brown. I'm just going to ask him why. I want to we're getting information here. Giving and getting information. That's the name of the game.
How about
What's up, J2K?
What's going on, J2K? Thanks for joining us, man.
Fucking J2K.
We already said hi to him. He's leading in 8 days, remember?
Gotta say hi to him 10 times, man. The guy's awesome.
Oh, I didn't know we already spoke to him. I know I didn't, so I wanted to speak to him. Hey, J2K.
I liked his story on that one show the other night or a couple weeks back, J2K, about he was talking like Walter was. Well, I'll get into that later, man. I'll bring it up later. Sorry.
This was one of my single most favorite plays of the entire season. Was this beautiful fake handoff this play action play that Justin Fields did here, and then what Cole Kmet did after that, because just kind of revolving through our wide receivers here because we're getting low on time, and I made all these damn clips, PJ. So here we go.
Hey, it was about Foster tonight. Wasn't me this time, sir.
We'll show these clips.
Look at this. Look at this. This right here is an absolute thing of beauty. The way that he,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
that was just beautiful. It
You know,
looks like I'm still sold. I'm still thinking the running back has the ball.
you know
Yep.
who it reminds me of? When Brett Favre used to do that.
Yeah.
He was good at that.
Yeah. The last 8 or 10 years of his
Yes, he
career
was.
doing that, there was nobody better at it.
Yeah.
You'd swear, and then he'd pick the ball up, and you'd be like, "What the?
Yeah, that was a good play. I mean,
That's
because
beautiful."
for
I-
for that split second, that defensive end didn't
Bit.
know, and that's all it took.
He bit on it so hard,
Yeah.
hard enough to make the play.
But
It's just
it was just
Right there.
just enough. See, just enough. See that? Just enough. He just did that little double tap on the steps, that defensive end, and gave Justin a chance to get around that corner.
yeah.
See, it was just
Fifty.
just like a little.
Retro says 15 wasn't fooled.
And he wasn't, but
He's
it's
still-
still it fooled him enough.
He
That
was
right there,
fooled because if
that
he's not
pause.
fooled, he's going right to the quarterback and he's sacked.
that pause
So
bought
he
him the
was
time.
fooled enough to make that play work.
Yep, that's
Yep.
what it was.
Look at he stepped towards the right. He took one step towards the running back right there. Watch, right?
Yeah, he stutter stepped. That's what it was. He stutter
Yep.
stepped.
Because he was going for the back and then switched to the QB. That's a good play, man.
It really
An
was.
absolutely beautiful play. I was like, where am I wanted to see like 25 more. I want to see every play action look like that.
That was really a great play. I mean, I remember at the time I was like, wow, had that guy not stutter step, he would have got a sack on Fields. But because of that great fake, he stutter stepped and allowed Fields to be able to get around him.
And J2K gave us the bleeding obvious. Football is a game of inches.
I was sitting right where about that eye is, about 3 rows up, watching
nice.
this play happen during this game. That was amazing.
Wait, you mean the A or the I?
The eye in Chicago on the
Okay.
wall there.
I
I was
saw
about 3 rows
got
up
you,
from there.
you
Oh, wow.
bastard.
Oh, I see you. I see you up there.
Yeah, you see me right there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm in that jersey.
yeah.
Give me some of whatever you're on, PJ, because your eyes are awesome, dude.
Let's see what else.
A slight hesitation. Now Retro's changing his shit.
And then, of course, how can we forget about this Cole Kmet play from last year?
Oh, you're going to
This
show
was-
the big one.
I think this is all of our favorite Cole Kmet play from last year. Just beautiful.
Yeah, caught him in stride. That's a beautiful thing. It's like, stating the obvious, one thing I disliked about Cutler would seem like he would have to wait till the guy get open, then he throws it. Whereas on this particular play, Fields is actually catching the guy in stride, and which allows more run after the catch.
It's boom, 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 throw.
Yep. He still did
1,
a
2,
hitch.
3 throw. That's one of those 1, 2, 3 throws that you like to see.
He still
One-
did a hitch. Watch.
Yep.
See?
Yeah,
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just boom, launch it right there. But
Yeah.
he's getting there.
Right. I agree. But
You know,
like I said, he's catching them in stride. That's the important thing, though. Although he had to,
He actually had a little protection there. Imagine if he gets another second.
hmm He's probably worried about that. Was that linebacker there, 54? It's probably what that caused that stutter there.
Yeah, in the field.
Yeah,
He got in his line.
just
That was
beautiful.
That was a nice catch. Very nice.
Yeah.
These are reasons why we are all excited about Justin Fields this year. That and Kmet
Well,
and Tanyan.
Yes,
well, I think that,
team.
like I was trying to say, like with the Cole Cutler thing, Cutler would throw once a guy makes his break, stops, then he throws it because he has a powerful arm. Whereas with this speed we have, the quarterback ability to be able to hit the guy in stride with that speed, I think we would be able to see a lot of big plays. I really believe that.
I 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind. I just
Let's see. I have let's see. Oh, then who can forget? These are ironically all games I was at, because that last game I was at too, that catch game here in Atlanta.
you see how he's got to rub that in, Pete. Oh, ironically, I was at every one of these games.
I went to like 3 games last year. It was,
You freaking shitty Bears fans live in Illinois, and I go to more games than you.
I'm in freaking Atlanta over here, huh? I went to 3 games last year.
Let's beat the crap out of him, Peach. Let's just beat the crap out of him. Man. I'll grab you. We'll cruise down to Georgia. We'll kick the shit out of him. Run down by Cliff, grab some food, come back. On the way back, we'll stop, kick the shit out of him again. Grab some of his money, and we'll go hang out in Peoria for a week. It's all on Shorty.
Visit the mountain lions in Bloomington while we're at it.
Oh,
who can forget
Mr.
this play?
Mayhem. I was wrong about Komet.
This play. I mean, right here, right when he goes like this. Oh, he fakes that pass.
Yeah. That was a thing of beauty there.
Oh my God, he's amazing.
But the most important thing I like about that play, that block that Mooney threw.
Yep.
He just shielded him with his body. That was the best part about it. I was like, man, no blocks in the back. No, what's that thing called when you turn around? You can't like turn around and block somebody no more. Blind side, I think. No blind side block.
It has to be front on. You can't even get away with the side shit anymore.
Right. So yeah, he just
Right
shielded
there.
him. You're right there.
Yep.
Perfect.
It gave him the touchdown.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do that, he probably ain't scoring that play, man.
I agree.
He got just enough of him to change his angle to stop him from getting the field.
Very
And
true.
that's one of the reasons I think somebody was saying that it's Pettis over EQ, but I think EQ is going to stick on his team because not only does he got the contract, but I still think he's the best blocking wide receiver we got.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
move on to the